Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you the hottest early leaks for One Piece chapter 1172, sourced from two of the most reliable spoilers right now, Pew and Imunopla. This chapter is shaping up to be absolutely insane, featuring an epic showcase of Prince Loki unleashing the power of his hammer Ragnir, that Mjolnir-style beast from Norse mythology, teaming up with Luffy in Gear 5 Nika form, the ultimate sun god himself. The info is way too juicy, so I had to drop this video ASAP to share it with all of you. Before we dive in, please smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you guys so much. Cover page. Since there's no break this week, Oda's on fire, we'll get a reader-requested cover page. Chapter 1171 had that cute cat wearing a headband on Zoro. Who knows, maybe 1172 gives us something fun with Sanji or another Straw Hat member. Classic Oda wholesome, hilarious vibe. Editor's comments. For those who don't know, editors are the first people besides Oda to see the rough drafts. They review, polish, and finalize everything before it goes to print. Their comment this time is straight fire. With the endless nightmares continuing in Elbaf, what will become of Luffy and Prince Loki? That basically confirms chapter 1172 picks up right where the last one left off. Luffy, Nika form, and Loki teaming up to wipe out the nightmare creatures spawned from the Elbaf kids' dreams. The nightmares aren't over yet. Things are about to escalate big time. Key details. At the end of the previous chapter, Holy Knight Killingham, one of the God's Knights, used his power to create nightmares for the Elbaf children, summoning massive undead-style monsters like Draugr, classic Norse skeletal horrors. Loki countered with his hammer Ragnir, hitting them with the technique Niflheim, the mythical land of ice and mist in Norse lore, completely obliterating the Draugr, a monster 3 times bigger than Loki himself. This was mostly the hammer's power on display, not Loki's full true strength yet, which might involve his devil fruit or demonic form. So chapter 1172 is set to be Loki's big moment, fully showcasing Ragnir as he clears out the remaining nightmare beasts right before the real showdown begins, likely against Imu, or Imu's mythical form, or the demonic entity possessing Holy Knight Gunko. Luffy will definitely jump in, creating an awesome combo of Sun God Nika and mythical Ice and Frost that's gonna look absolutely insane. Release schedule. If nothing changes, we're getting 3 consecutive chapters after the short break, meaning chapter 1172 drops right on schedule, and Elbaf arc's pace is about to go full throttle. That's all the early spoiler info for One Piece chapter 1172 from Pew and Imunopla. What do you guys think? Hyped yet? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Elbaf arc breakdowns and updates. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye. Bonus. I also have a full detailed breakdown video of chapter 1171 with all 17 scanned pages. Luffy and Loki escaping the underworld, Loki's liberation, and that emotional flashback ending. Search chapter 1171 breakdown on my channel if you haven't watched it yet. Rock it! Official from Jump Festa 2026, December 2025, Eiichiro Oda dropped one of the biggest bombs yet. After the Elbaf arc wraps up, the arc currently unfolding in the manga, sitting around chapters 1170 to 1171 as of early January 2026, the Straw Hat Pirates are heading straight for the island only the Pirate King has ever set foot on, clearly pointing to Laugh Tale, or possibly Lodestar Island as a stepping stone. But the vast majority of the community agrees it's Laugh Tale, the final resting place of the One Piece and the world's ultimate truth. Oda emphasized that the story will now move at the speed of light, promising a flashy, explosive, and full of surprises finale for Elbaf, followed by the greatest festival of encounters in the entire series. The man marked by flames, the scarred man holding the last road poneglyph, will finally appear, and most excitingly, characters who have never crossed paths before will clash, meaning brand new matchups, not the usual suspects like Luffy versus Blackbeard or Shanks versus Blackbeard. The fandom is absolutely exploding across every platform because this confirms One Piece is accelerating at insane speed. Elbaf could end in 2026, paving the way directly to the final saga, the arc Oda has called the pinnacle of all pinnacles.
Straw Hats versus Roger Pirates Golden Era, the gap is still massive. You're spot on. If we put the current Straw Hat Pirates, post-Egghead, mid-Elbaf, on the scale against the Roger Pirates at their absolute peak, Roger, Rayleigh, Scopper Gaban, Odin, Crocus, Seagull, the Straw Hats still don't stand a chance right now. The Roger Pirates boasted at least 4 confirmed or heavily implied Conqueror's hockey users at monstrous levels. Roger, Rayleigh, Odin, and very likely Scopper Gaban too, based on recent hints. Meanwhile, the Straw Hats only have 2 clear Conqueror's hockey wielders, Luffy, mastered since Wano, and Zoro, awakened during Onigashima. Sanji, despite his insane Ifrit Jambe and Germa upgrades, shows 0 signs of unlocking Conqueror's hockey, and Oda seems deliberately keeping that gap to maintain balance and preserve Sanji's role as the right hand without making him too broken. Jinbei, Frankie, Brook, Robin, Nami, Chopper, and the rest have grown tremendously, but they still have a gigantic distance to cover compared to the absolute monsters of Roger's era, who conquered the Grand Line without devil fruits or modern tech. To even stand shoulder to shoulder with the Roger Pirates, let alone surpass them and claim the title of Pirate King, the Straw Hats must receive massive, full crew upgrades in Elbaf. Oda has crafted Elbaf as the ultimate hellish forge, the final brutal test that proves they aren't just strong, they're worthy in spirit and ideology too. Laugh Tale isn't a place for lucky half measures, it's where the raw, ugly truth of the world, Void Century, Joy Boy, Nika, the origin of everything is hidden, and the weak will be crushed by the weight of knowledge and history. Elbaf is the gate of hell. Fail to reach your absolute limit here, and you have no business stepping foot on Laugh Tale. Detailed power-up predictions for the Straw Hats in Elbaf, based on current setup and Oda's hints. Elbaf is the land of proud giant warriors, where natural hockey flows like air, and it's the legendary homeland of the sun god Nika, making it the perfect stage for Oda to level up the entire crew in the most logical and satisfying way possible. Luffy, Gear 5 Nika, mastering absolute freedom, from burden to ultimate weapon. Right now, Gear 5, the awakened form of the Gomo Gomo Mi, actually the Hito Hito Mi model Nika, remains a double-edged sword. It grants godlike power, letting Luffy turn anything into rubber and create freely in battle, but it drains his life force at a terrifying rate. Every over-limit use leaves him shriveled into a frail old man, completely helpless and in need of serious recovery time, as seen in Wano when he nearly died after overusing it against Kaido. Facing immortal enemies like Imu or Gunko, God's Knights with endless regeneration via mysterious powers, a hit-and-run strategy is suicide. Luffy would burn out before landing the finishing blow. That's why Oda is setting up Elbaf as the turning point for Luffy to evolve into partial activation control, a refined technique where he compresses Nika's freedom into specific body parts instead of full-body transformation. Picture this. Luffy turns only his right arm into a colossal rubber cannon, infuses it with Conqueror's Haki, and unleashes a devastating Gomo Gomo Nu Star Gun, while the rest of his body stays normal to conserve energy. Or he makes his legs hyper-elastic for light-speed movement, while his upper body remains stable to avoid excessive Haki drain. This isn't just an upgrade, it's the perfect fusion of previous gears. Gear 2's blistering speed, Gear 3's overwhelming power, Gear 4's armored enhancement, and Gear 5's limitless freedom, creating a versatile, endurance-focused fighting style, perfect for prolonged battles against immortals. On top of that, Elbaf is the true homeland of Nika, the sun god of legend. Here, Luffy will uncover the real origin of his power. It's not just rubber, it's the ability to turn imagination into reality at the molecular level, reshaping matter itself according to his will and creating never-before-seen techniques. But reaching this level requires conquering a massive inner trial, mastering the heart of Nika, its joyful, free nature that can sometimes run wild without letting instinct consume him and lead to exhaustion or madness. Only then will Luffy truly deserve to inherit Joy Boy's legacy, sit upon the legendary throne, and guide the world to a new dawn, just as the Void Century prophecies foretold. With Oda's hints from Jump Festa, Elbaf promises to be where Luffy fully sheds his old skin, transforming Gear 5 from a dangerous burden into the ultimate weapon. ready for the final showdown at Laugh Tale. Sanji, perfect evolution of self and strength. Many thought Sanji peaked after Wano, but Oda made it clear, not even close. Elbaf is packed with forgotten ancient technology, mythical creatures, and battles that force Sanji to confront his deepest fear, Lineage 66. He will fully embrace his genetic code, no longer seeing it as a curse that turns him into an emotionless machine like his siblings, but as a powerful tool to protect his crew. He will achieve perfect harmony, super durable steel skin that shrugs off any attack, supersonic speed that lets him vanish without the raid suit, combined with observation haki future sight, surpassing Katakuri, seeing seconds ahead. Sanji becomes the invisible phantom of the battlefield, dictating the pace of combat and incinerating enemies with flames of love and righteous fury, hotter than Akianu's magma. This ultimate fusion of Germa science and human heart proves that true humanity surpasses cold machinery. Zoro, from strong swordsman to unbeatable sword god. Zoro is the king of hell, clearing the path for the sun, Luffy. Against immortals like Imu or Gunko, constant regeneration, he must solve the problem of severing cellular bonds. Scopper Gabon, Roger's left-hand man, has already appeared and pointed out Zoro's fatal flaw. His Conqueror's haki is currently just a thin coating, strong but lacking density. Zoro needs to compress Conqueror's haki into solid black substance, supreme coating, turning Enma, Wado-Ichimonji, and Shusui into permanent black blades that cut not just flesh, but souls, completely blocking regeneration. Elbaf's thick haki atmosphere and giant warriors make it the ideal forge. Demonic aura, golden glow in anime, is distinct from Conqueror's green lightning, and Zoro will master both, becoming a swordsman capable of cutting gods themselves. Usopp, God Usopp, the biggest transformation moment. Even though Usopp is still mostly comic relief right now, running from giant monsters, minor support, new giant-themed outfit, the arc isn't over, and Oda always saves the best for the climax. Usopp will get smart upgrades, advanced observation haki, longer range than Yasop, light future sight, special Elbaf weapons, giant pop greens from sacred trees, Mjolnir-style slingshot or giant warrior hammer, and his lies becoming reality, saving Dory and Brogy from Imu's curse and taking down a god's knight like Gunko with a divine shot. If he leaves Elbaf still cowardly, Oda will have failed the character, but the hope is he'll shine brilliantly, fulfilling his dream of becoming a true brave warrior of the sea in epic fashion. The rest of the crew, Nami, Chopper, Frankie, Brook, Jinbei, Robin, will also get boosts, refined haki, ancient Elbaf tech weapons, or powerful allies, Yamato reunion possible, Loki harder due to Harold's mission. The best way to close the gap? Adding strong alliances or new crewmates, turning the Straw Hats into a true gathering of monsters. Oda's final words: the journey is nearing its end. Elbaf isn't just poneglyph hunting, it's a revolution of power and ideology, elevating the Straw Hats from near Yonko to true Pirate King level. Perfected sun god, unbeatable sword god, emotional scientific warrior. After Elbaf, they will fear no one, not the world government, not Imu. 2026 will be the year of epic encounters. New matchups collide, man marked by